Fiona continues to grow not only in strength, but also in size. I put the past track on this Category 4 storm so you can see as it moved through Puerto Rico, Eastern Dominican Republic, through Turks and Caicos yesterday, who are still seeing tropical storm force winds. In Bermuda, they'll see those impacts as early as this evening. Now, it's not a direct hit for Bermuda, but large swells, some storm surge and coastal flooding possible. A hurricane watch is already in place. So taking you through to early Friday morning, this storm will be picking up speed. Right now, it's fairly slow moving, 13 kilometers per hour north-northeast. And that's part of the reason why we saw so much devastation back across the Caribbean, because of how slow it is. But once the storm enters into Canadian waters Friday, it's going to pick up speed and begin to morph in a hybrid storm. So still tapping into those tropical waters, still maintaining hurricane force winds. But as it makes landfall somewhere in Atlantic Canada early Saturday morning, it will also have the characteristics of what is an intense winter storm. So this is really a hybrid, Andrew.
Hurricane Ian has moved on tonight after stamping an indelible mark of death and destruction across Florida. Local officials are reporting multiple people killed and hundreds of thousands more in the dark for days to come. Meanwhile, Ian has regained hurricane strength late today as it heads for landfall in South Carolina tomorrow. John Yang spent this day in St. Augustine, Florida, and begins our coverage.
Rescuers struggled to reach people stranded by the floodwaters that Ian left behind after raking the state overnight.
Are you guys okay?
By midday, more than 500 people had been rescued in hardest-hit southwest Florida. The efforts are hampered by flooded roads and damaged bridges. This is what's left of the only connection between Sanibel and Captiva Islands and Florida's Gulf Coast. In Naples, docks floated down the Gordon River and buildings were completely submerged. Boats now sit between buildings in Fort Myers, near where Ian made landfall. Some parts of the city were under 3 or 4 feet of water, turning homes into islands and causing severe damage.
Tonight, the torrential rain continues after Hurricane Julia left a trail of destruction across Central America. Over the weekend, the Category 1 storm crashing into the coast of Nicaragua, then causing life-threatening flash floods and mudslides across the region. Families trapped in their homes, children clinging for their lives, rescued from the neck-deep water and heavy currents. Strong winds and raging currents have destroyed bridges, and the death toll growing by the day. At least 28 people have been confirmed dead, including 14 in Guatemala and 9 in El Salvador.
Continuing Love FM's coverage of the aftermath of Hurricane Lisa here in the streets of Belize City. We are still on the south side of Belize City, on Queen Charlotte Street to be exact, in the Yarborough area. What you're seeing at this time is the debris left on the street after Lisa passed through yesterday. You can see down wires, you can see as well branches, tree branches, zincs are down. Some homes lost their coconut trees. As we are moving towards the Yarborough Bridge, where Tut Bay is located, You will see, you can see that massive debris have made their way. You know, they're right by the sea, so we know that the sea came in, and of course some of the debris may have been from in the yard or surrounding areas, but this is what's happening. We have residents out already taking up the cleanup as much as they can this early morning. You know, the aftermath is when, in the mornings, when you'll see the exact damages that was done courtesy of Hurricane Lisa as it made landfall yesterday afternoon.
It was a Category 1 storm, but the impact of Nicole ranked far higher for Floridians who saw their homes swept off their foundations in a rare November hurricane. Tonight, evacuees from Florida's East Coast yearning to return to see if their properties are among those declared unsafe to enter after a pounding storm surge as high as 5 feet eroded the sand beneath them. While we are still officially in hurricane season, the destruction from Nicole this late in the year took many off guard. Tonight, the now weakened storm has exited Florida, but is being felt by millions of others. Heavy rain and tornado threats on a track tonight that extends from North Carolina to New England.